Sri Lankan dishwasher mocked in a diner. Years later, he bought the entire franchise. Sometimes, the people who are laughed at the loudest end up standing tallest in the end. He was just a dishwasher, scrubbing plates in the back of a noisy American diner. The customers ignored him, the waiters mocked him, and even the manager treated him like dirt. But years later, the same man walked through those same doors, not in a stained apron, but in a sharp suit. And this time, he wasn't there to wash dishes. He was there to buy the diner, and not just one location, but the entire franchise. Kamal was born in a small fishing town in Sri Lanka. His family lived in a modest hut near the sea, where the sound of crashing waves was both comfort and curse. His father spent his days repairing boats, while his mother sold coconuts in the local market. They worked hard, but poverty clung to them like a shadow. From a young age, Kamal dreamed of something bigger. He devoured English newspapers, practiced speaking with tourists, and told his friends that one day he would make it to America. Everyone laughed. "You're just a fisherman's son," they said. "Stay where you belong." But Kamal's spirit was unshakable. He worked odd jobs, saved every rupee, and after years of struggle, he finally got a student visa. With only $200 in his pocket and one suitcase, he boarded a plane to New York City, a place that seemed more like a movie than reality. But America was not the dream he imagined. Tuition was expensive, rent was crushing, and his accent made it nearly impossible to land a decent job. After weeks of searching, he found work at a small diner. Not as a waiter, not even as a cook, but as the lowest job on the ladder, the dishwasher. Before we continue this story, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to subscribe now. Don't forget to hit the like button and press the bell icon so you never miss our new stories. The diner was loud and greasy, filled with the smell of fried food and the constant clang of plates. Kamal worked long shifts in the back, his hands red from hot water, his clothes damp with steam. He was invisible to the customers, just another immigrant worker, faceless and forgettable, but the staff didn't let him forget who he was. "Hey, curry boy, scrub faster," one waiter shouted. "You smell like spices, do you even shower?" another mocked. The manager, a sharp-tongued man named Mr. Simmons, often laughed along. "Kamal, you're lucky I even gave you this job. People like you don't belong out front. Stick to the sink where you belong." Every insult stung, but Kamal stayed quiet. He reminded himself why he was there: to survive, to send money home, to build a future. At night, after grueling shifts, he stayed up studying business. Textbooks borrowed from the library. He scribbled notes, made plans, and dreamed of owning something bigger than the life handed to him. Months turned into years. He saved every tip from helping the cooks clean, every spare dollar from double shifts. He lived in a cramped apartment with 3 other immigrants, sleeping on a mattress on the floor. He rarely bought new clothes, barely ate out, and endured endless humiliation at work. But behind his quiet eyes, determination was boiling. One night, while scrubbing dishes, Kamal overheard 2 waiters laughing about how the diner owner was planning to sell. The franchise had been struggling. Business was down, and investors were pulling out. For most, it was just workplace gossip. But for Kamal, it was opportunity. By now, Kamal had been in America for almost a decade. His English was strong, his savings account had grown, and he had been quietly investing in small ventures. A food truck with a friend, a catering side hustle, even flipping small used cars. Every risk he took, every dollar he saved, brought him closer to a vision that no one else could see. He approached the diner owner, not as a dishwasher, but as a businessman. At first, the owner laughed. "You? Buy a diner? You've been washing dishes for years." But Kamal calmly showed him the savings, the loan approvals, and the business plan he had crafted with meticulous care. Against all odds, the deal went through. Kamal became the proud owner of the very diner where he had once been mocked. The same greasy counters, the same noisy booths, But now, every decision flowed through him. The staff was stunned. Waiters who once insulted him now had to call him boss. Even Simmons, the cruel manager, was forced to bow his head. Kamal didn't fire them out of spite. Instead, he set new rules: respect, fairness, dignity for all workers. The culture shifted overnight, but Kamal didn't stop at one diner. He studied the brand, identified weaknesses, and improved the menu. He introduced authentic Sri Lankan dishes alongside American classics, attracting curious new customers. His blend of flavors, combined with fair prices and warm service, became a hit. Within 5 years, Kamal expanded to multiple locations. Investors who once doubted him now begged to join. Within a decade, he had purchased the rights to the entire franchise. From dishwasher to franchise owner, it was a transformation so surreal, even he sometimes struggled to believe it. The day came when Kamal returned to the original diner, the place where his journey had begun. He walked through the front doors in a tailored suit, not to wash dishes, but to make an announcement. He gathered the staff and spoke with calm authority. This diner was once the place I was humiliated, mocked, and told I didn't belong. But today, it stands as proof that hard work, dignity, and perseverance can change any story. Some of the older staff lowered their heads in shame. Even Simmons, now grey and weary, struggled to meet his eyes. But Kamal didn't humiliate them. He didn't fire them. Instead, he offered training programs, fair wages, and opportunities for growth. Because Kamal knew revenge wasn't about tearing others down. True revenge was success, lifting yourself so high that those who mocked you can only look up. Years later, Kamal's diners became a household name across America. His face appeared in magazines, his story told at business conferences, but he never forgot his roots. He built schools in Sri Lanka, funded scholarships for immigrant children in America, and created opportunities for people who once stood where he had stood. And every time he saw a dishwasher scrubbing plates in the back, he smiled and remembered. That was where his story began. From being mocked as just a dishwasher to owning an empire, Kamal's journey became a symbol of resilience. Because no insult, no prejudice, no rejection can stop someone who refuses to quit. The boy from the fishing town had not only bought the diner, he had bought back his dignity and turned his pain into power.